Welcome to part 3 of the agency diaries. So this is just a series where I'm just going to show you, what I'm up to, the kind of projects I'm working on, and, my progress as an agency owner. So if you're interested in, following up with me and keeping up with what I'm doing, then feel free to, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let's get into it. So it's been a little bit since the last agency diary update, just because this week has had so much happened. Because in the last diaries, I kind of talked about how I met up with like an e-com guy. And so we're launching this kind of cool project with school and his brand. And that's been going pretty well, but there's still some things we got to sort out. And yeah, so it's been really busy, but nonetheless, I still got the work that I need to get done. And so right now this is the last day until we actually end up launching the challenge for one of my coaching clients. I've kind of talked about it before, but things have been going pretty smoothly for the most part. I've only just now encountered my first real hiccup, which is the go high level phone numbers. I didn't realize that there's a whole verification process that I have to go through. But nonetheless, again, it's still going well. So since the last update, we basically were probably in the middle, maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 days, less than a week in to launching ads, and the ads have been going well. Since then, we've continued the ads and continued the pace. We actually upped the budget by just a little bit, and we've gotten more registrants into his challenge. So again, he's running a challenge funnel, and the front end of that funnel, the first day is free, and then after that they will pay $97 or $197 based on the general admission or VIP to get into the rest of the challenge. And then by the end of the challenge, he will sell a high ticket offer, probably somewhere between $5,000 or $10,000 depending on what it is. And hopefully he will close 5 to 10, hopefully 20%. That would be ideally, but probably it's going to be closer to 5 to 10%. Even if he closes just a couple people, he will make a lot of money from the challenge based on how much he spent on ads. A lot of his organic is already cut, like carrying the registrants for that, but there's still a good portion from ads. About a third or so are from ads, and then 2/3 are from his organic, namely Instagram, and then also Facebook as well. And then ads are running on both Facebook and Instagram. So hopefully that goes well. Since it's his first challenge, we don't really have too much infrastructure set in place. So things like Hyros or proper tracking and like managing the leads and automations aren't set 100%, but we're running pretty good so far with what I've built for him. It's taken me hours to build this stuff for him, and I'm excited, but so far so good. And so our goal was to hit 166 registrants for that challenge, because if we can get 166 people to get into that challenge and 60% of them show up, then that means that we would get 100 people to show up for the challenge for day one, and then he can sell that 100 people into the rest of the challenge, and then depending on how many people convert from there, which I bet a majority will, he'll get those people to pay him again the high ticket stuff. So the goal was 166, just reached that goal a few days ago. So now we're going on to 200 registrants now. Ads are still going full run, but now I'm also running reminder ads. My focus has pivoted from getting registrants into the challenge into getting people to make sure that they get the Zoom link, they get the stuff they need to get into the actual room. They don't forget, making sure that they're getting sent reminders on emails every day. I spent probably 3 or 4 hours last week just writing up reminder email sequences for this guy, so that we can make sure that people actually show up to this thing. Because that's the thing, a lot of coaches, they do the first part, which is making the ad, getting people to register and sign up. But the second part is actually making them show up. And, doing that without setters means that we have to make sure we're on top of our game for, email reminders and text reminders. So the hiccup right now, I'm actually trying to figure out how to set up the phone number for Go High Level, because right now the verification process is taking long, but the challenge launches tomorrow. I launched the verification process for the phone number on Monday, but it's Wednesday now. The challenge is tomorrow, and I want to send out at least one text reminder, because I know a lot of these people don't check their emails. So if we send out a text reminder, it would save us some people and get them in the challenge. But nonetheless, he's going to do what he can organically as well, on his Instagram, on his Facebook, to get people into the challenge. So it's not a huge deal, and this is his first challenge, so I didn't expect everything to go perfectly, but so far so good. So that's been kind of going with him, and then the rest of my agency so far, it's just been like a weird ride, because as you guys know from the last video I believe I made, I think it was like last Friday or something, I can't remember, exactly when I made it, but I had decided to join into Brian's ad spend program. And so, it's been about a week, maybe less. And, I have a clear picture of where I want my offer to go. And hopefully that goes well. I'm excited, like I just had my one-on-one with him, and we've kind of broken down my goals, and I realized that it's pretty easy to get. Just got to keep being consistent, keep uploading videos onto YouTube, keep uploading videos onto my Instagram, my Facebook, and just keep consistent with posting, getting my stuff in front of people, because I realized that my offer is actually pretty unique. And Brian helped me to also think about adding other things into my offer as well. So like before before when I first started my agency, I was just a YouTube organic agency, and then I decided to pivot into a YouTube ads agency, as that's what Charlie told me to do in Easy Grow, right? And so there was a bunch of modules from Brian in Easy Grow, learned YouTube ads, but then now, after having a conversation with Brian, he said that maybe you should have both in your offer, YouTube ads and YouTube organic, because it's both things people really need work on. YouTube ads is really good, but also YouTube organic is another big piece. A lot of coaches know is important, but they don't actually focus on. It's just that with YouTube organic, I found that there's a lot of operational complexity. So it's about packaging that offer in a way that doesn't bring that operational complexity, but it's still valuable to these coaches. He also helped me to make sure that I'm charging the right kind of prices, because basically my offer right now is similar, if not the same, to just being a CMO. I'm basically doing everything for these coaches right now, and I'm not charging what I should be charging. He said that I should make my service really valuable for them and charge them, this specific price. So that's kind of been what it's been so far. And again, a lot of things have just happened, and I'm still figuring things out. My main kind of way for, getting out to people right now is still outreaching to them, just getting in front of them. And then, hopefully they see videos like this, and then they kind of get an idea of who I am. But it is a tough ride. It takes a lot of effort. I just finished just making 2 videos that were like 20 minutes. Like it was 20 minutes basically worth of me recording, designed specifically for these business owners. And I have no idea at the end of the day if they're even gonna see these videos. But nonetheless, hopefully they do. Hopefully things happen. This is just all part of the journey. And if things go well, then it's okay. At the end of the day, like all I'm asking for, at least right now, is just like another client. I'm not looking to have this giant, crazy, predictable system quite yet. I'm just looking to keep my head above the water for now. As I'm doing things around, I'm going to be traveling basically a bunch of places. So I'll make sure I'm in a position where I can do that comfortably, or at least do that knowing that I'm okay. And, from there, it's going to be more of a long-term play. So, I'll focus on my organic. I'll focus on making sure that I build relationships with my clients, referrals and things like that, because I know that's where the money is long-term, and not necessarily sending these outreaches. But you got to do what you got to do in the beginning. And I know this is important. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. If you guys need help with like your own outreach, or like trying to figure out how you should approach that, let me know. That's kind of my check-in for today. Things are going pretty well, but time is kind of moving weirdly, where it's moving kind of slow but fast at the same time. So I hope that things go well with this challenge launch, and I get this client an amazing result, and hopefully that goes well. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully this was valuable, and talk to you guys in the next one.